Alright everybody, welcome to the week 6 address, and with this, that means that we are halfway through our regular season. 5 weeks have passed, so we're going to format this video. No injury report this week, nothing huge happened, there weren't enough injuries for it to be a thing. We're going to go over 2 of the trades that happened. We are going to go over the week 5 matchups and who you guys picked and who got the most right. We'll go over the scoring leaders through halfway through the regular season. We'll go over QBs, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, just to see who has who and who's doing well. We'll go over the standings, of course. We'll have our Ain't Nobody Got Time for that segment. And then we'll get on to our week 6 matchups and wrap the video up. So, without further ado, let's do it. Let's get into it. First thing up are our 2 trades that happened. So the first trade was just a simple 1-for-1. I needed a running back for the week. I had, at the time, 5 guys on bye. Dallas is on a bye week, so that means my whole team is pretty much on a bye week. No Zeke, no Witten, no Dez. Luckily, I got rid of the kicker, and I got rid of the defense. And then I had a defense of the Bills, who were also on bye. So I went out looking for someone who had enough running backs to get rid of one. I gave up Kelvin Benjamin for Mark Ingram. Seemed fair to me. I now have pretty much no depth at receiver. But I really wanted him to hopefully pull out a win this week. Not realizing that the person I was going against was also making a pretty substantial trade. That was Jeremy. So Jeremy traded with Jason. Their trade was Jason trading over Amir Abdullah, Mike Evans, and Jesse James over to Jeremy for Tevin Coleman, Demarius Thomas, and LeGarrette Blount. So Jason, you lost Duke Evans last week. But you got back 2 pretty solid running backs that you'll be able to play in Tevin Coleman and LeGarrette Blount. And you got Demarius Thomas out of it, too. I didn't think you'd get, that good of a receiver. But you gave up Mike Evans, so first-round pick is gone. I think you got good players that you'll be able to put in each week and make up for the points you were losing. I think they'll make up and cover more than the points that Mike Evans was giving you over what Demarius Thomas will. So I think you did well on that. Jeremy was kind of going more for the superstar potential, I guess. So he has Le'Veon now and Mike Evans. Those 2, he's kind of hoping, I guess, will put up big numbers and will get him back into the playoff hunt. Sitting at 1-4, this is a must-win week. He had to make moves. He did it. I think you both are very satisfied with the trade. I think the league is satisfied with this trade. Finally, you idiots are realizing that we can do trades without people getting all butthurt about it. So, if you guys would have vetoed my trade, I already told myself I was pushing that thing through and I was going to plead my case. I was taking it to the Court of Thrones because it was not a bad trade and I wasn't letting people veto it just because you guys were butthurt about it and not looking at the actual trade itself. So, anyways, 2 good trades done. I think if we would have had this mindset when Jason and Colin wanted to trade, that would have gone through. But you live and you learn, and in fantasy, nothing is ever guaranteed. So, those are the trades. I'm sure there'll be more to come. We'll go over those when they do. Let's get on to the Week 5 matchups. First matchup we're going to go over, House Starkathion, Hunter's team versus my team, Matt Stafford and the boys. I came out victorious, 107-80. Hunter, your team didn't do well. Jordy and Fitz are not, they're not doing their usual thing. Jordy only had 10, Fitz had 11. That's not good. If both of them put up like 20 like they should, it would have been closer, That's what happens, I guess, in fantasy. My guys did just okay. No one put over 20, but everyone did solid across the board. I needed this win with all my buys coming up. next week. So felt good to get that one. Picks, the league, who they picked. Done. Okay. Back to what I was saying. The league picks for Hunter and my matchup. Okay, so only 10 people voted on the Facebook. I think you guys can figure out who the 2 that didn't vote were, just based off who didn't send in the video that said they were last week. Alex and Colin, you guys didn't pick. Alex, technically you did. But your answer was me. You picked yourself, which I'm not even going to count, because you didn't pick anyone else. I mean, it's kind of funny. But I thought when I said, can I get the rest of your picks, you'd actually answer me. So we're going to go off 10 total votes for each matchup. 7 of you picked me, and 3 of you picked Hunter. So I pulled through for the rest of the league, and I came out victorious. Next matchup we're going to go over is Theral versus Nick. Where is it? There it is. So we have For Netflix and Chill versus the 2 Dreaded Monster. 7 of you picked Theral to win. 3 of you picked Nick. And the ones who picked Theral were correct. So he won 116 to 113. Close game. If Stephon Diggs would have done anything, Nick, you would have won. He was battling a groin injury throughout the game. So, I guess you can count that, but he was still in the whole time. He was just kind of in and out. So, whatever. Leonard Fournette sealed it for you against my Steelers, Theral. He had that long touchdown run. If Ben wouldn't have thrown 5 picks, I don't think he would have had 31 points. So you can thank Big Ben for your win, Theral. I'm not happy about it, but I'm sure you are, especially with Sammy Watkins putting up that goose egg. So there's that. Next matchup is going to be Blaine versus Jason. So we have the McAfrican Americans versus a new name change here. A-Rod and the Nutty Buddies. That's a reference to when Jason got kicked off the track team. Yes, that video of Coach Partney, everything he said, and that's true. Jason did get kicked off the track team, ironically, by Coach Partney, for lack of a better terms, assaulting a fellow track teammate who I still don't know exactly the whole story. I just know it was over a Nutter Butter. So, Jason, I mean, your best sport, and you got kicked off of it your freshman year. So, anyways, let's see. 5-5 the league voted. So, it was a toss-up. But Blaine came out 117 to 85. Ben Roethlisberger with the 5 picks. He didn't get you negative points, so that's good. He got you 2.6. Guess you could take that after 5 picks. We can see here that Blaine got another low scorer in Jason with 85 points. Jason, your only bright spots was the Green Bay offense. So Aaron Jones with 20, Aaron Rodgers with 24. I mean, without them, it would have been bad. Without them, you would have probably been in the 60s, because, I mean, you could maybe, I mean, if each of them would have gotten 10, that's 65 right there. Less than 60, that's like 60. So, Blaine came out, he is 5-0 now. Congrats to you. Next up, Alex versus Colin, the battle of the 2 people who don't really put forth much effort in this league. They like to talk trash and stuff, and they're active, which is awesome. Like, I guess I'd rather have that than them voting matchups on the Facebook. But if I could get them to do everything, that's my goal. So, 6 of you voted for Alex, 4 of you voted for Colin. The majority was wrong here. Colin came out victorious, 133 to 117. Bad news for Alex here, and I don't, like, I'll joke around, I don't like to wish it on anyone to lose a player like OBJ for the season with an injury. I mean, that just stinks. That ruins, I mean, it could ruin your whole season. At least he put up 21 before he went out, so he gave you a chance. Just wasn't enough. Carlos Hyde now is going to be splitting carries with that Breida guy. I don't even know his first name. Colin, you have a good team. You're 4-1. You're on a 3-game win streak. I mean, you're putting up points. That's a bad matchup, you two. You guys need to start taking this league more seriously. I do like the trash talking though. Next up, we're going to go Coulter versus Brad. 2 girlies, 1 cup versus another name change, Tom Bradley. Let's see. Oh, gosh. Not Alexa's talking to me. 9 people voted for Coulter, only 1 for Brad, and that was Brad who voted for himself. So everyone pretty much voting for Coulter here, and they were right. Brad only put up 79. Coulter with the 115 again. We can expect that from you. I'm telling you, Coulter, if you want to prove a point to the rest of this league, you start playing that Jashiski, whatever his name is, that fullback from Harvard that plays for the 49ers. He's going to get you like 1 catch a week, maybe a carry. You just throw him at your RB2 just to like taunt people. Oh, that makes some people mad. And you'll still win. Like, you didn't have to even play anyone this week. I mean, you pretty much didn't. So, I mean, your guys you just throw Will Fuller in there. You and Blaine just picking up these randos, Will Fuller and Funches, and they putting up points. You guys are making some good waiver pickups. I'll give you that. I will give you guys that. So anyways, the league was right there. I think we all kind of saw that one coming. Coulter's team is rolling right now. Oh, let's see. We have... Oh, I already did that one. Last matchup. Coach Partney versus Jeremy. Let get rolling. Should be Let's versus another name change. Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in Jeremy's team. So Coach Partney won 119 to 108. 6 people voted for Partney, 4 people for Jeremy. Majority's right again. So the league's pretty good at guessing, I guess. Got most of them right. Coach Partney, you won with a few people on bye. I don't know if you would have played Matt Ryan anyways, but Devontae Freeman was on bye. Gronk didn't play. And Emmanuel Sanders was on bye. So with all those people out, you still came out with a win. Jeremy just made some changes to hopefully ensure that these losses stop soon, immediately. So I wish everyone else the best of luck for next week. We'll get over those matchups in a bit, but those were the picks. The 2 people who got the most picks right out of 6 matchups, since there's 12 teams, Coach Therrell and I both got 5 right. There's a few of you with 4. Actually, everyone else had 4. Hunter had 3. But myself and Therrell had 5, so we are the winners. We picked the most right. So good job us, I guess. Up next, we're going to go over scoring leaders through 5 weeks. This will be interesting. Alright, so I'm going to look at these just right now. I thought it would be fun just to look at the top 10 for each position. Obviously, you guys can see it now too, but for quarterbacks, Alex Smith is the #1 quarterback. I don't think anyone saw that coming into the season. Coach Partney owns him. Picked him up off the waivers after his week 1 performance, so great pickup, paying off. Got your points this week. Deshaun Watson, #2. No one saw that one coming either. With 2 30-pointers, I think, over the last 2 weeks, that ensured him a very high ranking. And then we have Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, kind of the usuals. There's a look at your quarterbacks, though. Next up, running backs. Let's see, pulling these up right now. So Kareem Hunt at #1. He has gotten less and less points every week since week 1. Not a lot. I mean, like, he's still the #1 back. But he is coming back down to earth, although I'm sure we can expect another 30-plus point game from him soon. The dude's electric. The Chiefs use him like crazy, so he'll keep doing that. Todd Gurley only put up 5 last week, but he stayed at #2, so just went down 1 spot. But Leonard Fournette, he's getting so many carries. Bell, Gordon, the usual's going down. Duke Johnson, actually, #7 right there, you see. Jason got rid of him. Needed a running back. But he still has Chris Thompson there, who I'm going to guess after this week falls out of the top 10. Wide receivers. D-Hop at #1. AB, AJ Green. Pretty good group of guys up here. Yeah, to be expected. Chris Hogan's a good guy to have up there for Alex, since he lost OBJ, so that's a bright spot for you, Alex. And then tight ends. Tight ends have been really bad this season. I mean, it's just been horrible. Like, if you don't have Zach Ertz, Kelsey, or Gronkowski, you're pretty much just playing matchups or just kind of throwing the same guy in and being like, all right, get me, 9 points. That's all I want out of you. So, I mean, those 3 are at the top. Witten got me like 20 each the first 2 weeks, and then is like 1 point, and then like 12. So even he's not reliable. I think Delaney Walker will pick it up when Mariota comes back and work his way up into the top 5. But tight ends, just wanted to go over them. But those are your rankings through 5 weeks. I only did it because we're halfway through the season, so it's kind of cool to see where they all stand and who you have that's in the top 10. Next up, standings. So we'll throw the standings up here right now. Actually, let me just pull them up. Blaine, obviously, still in first with that undefeated record at 5-0. And then we have Coulter at #2, tied record-wise with Colin. They are both at 4-1. Coulter just has the points against him. Not against him, but has more points scored than Colin does. And then Partney and I are the only two at 3-2. He obviously has the points on me. He still has the most points in the league at 617, 6 more than Coulter. And then we kind of have everyone else. Coach Therrell working his way up from that 0-3 start, sitting in whatever place that is, top of the 2 and 3s. So his team's looking promising. At the bottom, so Jeremy's at 1-4. I don't consider him being a 1-4 team, but it is funny to see the Walker brothers still in last. So, you two, I mean, I didn't text your dad, but I'm probably going to text him now, send him a screenshot of this, and just have him whoop on y'all. I might have him drive to wherever you guys are. Nick, you might even be living with him. If he doesn't know that you're in last place, I'm going to let him, because he's going to be ashamed. All you guys had to do was just draft Packers on draft night, and you guys probably wouldn't be in the situation that you are. That's just embarrassing. You guys are 4 games back. 4 games back, and we're halfway through. We got 5 more games to play, so you got a lot of ground to make up. A lot. Okay, well, with that being said, let's just jump into our 3rd edition of Ain't Nobody Got Time for That segment. Coming at you.
Yeah, hold up, Commish. Let me finish dropping this Jeremy Moss. Ooh, shit. Damn. Whew, that was a good one. All right. Yeah, you can go ahead.
I'm in a better place now.
Well, thanks for being on. How you enjoying the league this far? Is it everything you expected? You liking it? What do you think? Huh?
Yeah. Okay. So first off, I wanted to say thanks, Commish. Doing a great job running the league. Real fun. Had a blast. Don't really know anyone in the league, which is cool. Not worried about it. I don't need to know the people I, whoop. So, but yeah, when I first joined the league, I know you said there was going to be a lot of shit talking. There always was. Maybe there just isn't this year. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's all behind the scenes. But, I mean, the only thing I hear about is the damn Eggemeyer curse. And, damn, I mean, dude, Blaine sucks. Don't get me wrong. Like, his team's absolute trash. But I guess you kind of got to hand it to the kid for being 5-0. So, yeah.
Yeah. What happened with you and Jeremy? I know something recent happened.
Yeah, so the trade with Jeremy was Kyle Rudolph and Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson's just terrible, and for Michael Crabtree. So I mean, it's not awful. Like, it's not good in his favor at all. But I mean, it wasn't as bad as he was acting like, which is fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna lose a trade on purpose for the sake of losing a trade. Of course, I'm not gonna offer someone better. Why would I do that? That'd be stupid on my end. But yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to lose a trade to someone that you even beat back in week 2, too. Why? What's up with no one talking in the league? I know you kind of wanted to touch on that.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, something that I've been noticing, like someone said it in the group me. No one's really talking. There's only like 6 of us that consistently talk. And I guess maybe people are busy with, I don't know what. It's fantasy football season. You shouldn't be busy. The only thing you should be focusing on is fantasy football. But like people like Hunter, man, like I don't even know if he said one word in the group me. Like, where the hell are you, dude? Like, I don't know if Kayla's, got you roped around the balls, but like, dude, come on. Like, you could at least say hi every once in a while. We miss you, man. And I mean, some of the other kids, like guys, not kids. I don't really know you guys, but like, have some input on something. Like, damn. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think more people need to be active. I mean, it only takes a couple minutes of time. What's going on with your team struggles? I mean, you're not doing too hot right now.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, my team sucks, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I started off 2-0, now I'm on a 3-game losing streak. But that's fine. I don't need people to have confidence in me. I got confidence in myself. The only reason I lost is because Ty Montgomery got hurt. The only reason I lost was because of Ty Montgomery. If he wouldn't have got hurt week 4, I definitely would have won week 3, week 4, and week 5. So I'm not worried about it. People can keep dogging on my team, saying I'm bad. You can keep ranking me low, commish. That's fine. I know my team's power, and they'll come out in the playoffs. I'll make it, no doubt.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right. I think you'll make a playoff push. You just got to keep fighting. You'll be good. You'll be good. I think you will. Thanks for being on, Brad. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, Commish. We'll see you later.
All right. There's your Ain't Nobody Got Time for That this week. Big points, I guess. His trade with Jeremy that did not go through. And mainly just people not talking in the league. I mean, we have 12 members. About 6 are active. And then of the 6, 2 of those don't like to participate in certain things. So, again, it was awesome having you on, Brad. I appreciate it. Thanks for doing this. We're going to get in next to maybe one more thing, but I think we're just going to jump into Week 6 matchups, go over those, and then we're going to wrap this up. Week 6 matchups. I'm going to post this on the Facebook here while I'm editing this video, so go and vote. It's up now. Make sure you do that. All 12 of you, please. Well, 11 of you, because I'm one. But here we go. Matt Stafford and the boys versus Jeremy. McAfrican Americans versus 4 Netflix and Chill. 2 Dreaded Monsters versus Premature Scoregasms. You can read the rest. Jason Coulter, Colin Hunter, and Brad and Partney. So go vote on those. That's your Week 6 matchups. That'll be the first games of the second half of the season. So make sure you are dialed in, active, and making those playoff pushes. Because if you're not in position to make it now, You got to start winning games, or else you're just playing to not get one of those last 2 seeds in the loser's bracket. So really, you don't want to be 11th or 12th. Or you're going to be taking that ACT. It's not confirmed that we take the ACT, but it seems like it, that might be the case. So I guess we all need to kind of talk about that and see if we want to do a punishment, and if we do, what it is. Because Alex really likes the ACT idea. I actually had a guy in my other league do the ACT 2 years ago. He got dead last. He actually got last again the next year, but he went back and took the ACT. He did better than he did in high school. He got 27. So it backfired because we were going to make him post the score to social media and let everyone know what he got. We were just like, what the heck? He did better. But it was funny. He took the ACT, and he's like an adult. He's like 27. And the person, his proctor for the ACT, was one of his clients because he's a financial advisor. He's like, why are you taking the ACT? And he had to explain to him. So that would be hilarious. It would have to be someone in probably Festus that takes it for anyone to know him. But I thought that was funny. But that's the video. We're cutting it now. See you next week.